Now we are ready to build a Excel model for the holiday example. First thing we do is consider the two files here on your desktop. Do not open the DT license file. You need to open the master file. When you open this file, you will see our master model, which is one decision node and two branch nodes. Let us now bring in the DT sketch. It's very easy to draw the model when you have your sketch visible. Here we see two probability nodes. So let us create the two probability nodes. Now let us put our labels. This label is Alaska, and this is Europe. This is good weather. This is bad weather. Now we have the model. Let's put the terminal values. In this case, it's very easy because we have simple values. 5 minus 3, 6 minus 5. The next thing we need to do is link the probabilities to the scroll bars via the params. So param1 equals and tab. Immediately this is 1 minus param1. Similarly for the second option, param2, and we have 1 minus param2. So this is our model. We're now ready to move on to our zone maps. But before you do that, you must always redraw. Get into the habit of redrawing each time you make changes. So select any cell, right-click, and say redraw and check for errors. All clear. On to the dzone page. When we access our zone map, we see our table with two yellow cells and the chart. The first thing to do is note that there are three possibilities, but we only have two possible outcomes. If there's a third one, there would be a label here too. Come over here and use the pull down menu to say Alaska, and you will see the expected values loaded here. All you have to do now is simply clear chart and say from the editing mode to change to chart mode. When you do that, immediately a graph has been drawn. Let's take a look at this graph. Over here is the probability of good weather, and here is the probability of no strikes. And this point, the diamond, represents your initial starting values, 70% and 55%. When the diamond pointer is above this line, the decision is Europe. So let us now leave this over here, which means if you move down, you will see when you cross the line, it's Alaska. So we'll grab this and put it down here. We don't need to concern ourselves with the third option because that's for the third outcome. Back to our 70% and 55%. Let us now see how we can use this decision zone map in our decision making. As you can see, the diamond is at 55% and 70%, which are our original starting points. What we can see is under this original scenario, the decision is to go to Europe. However, if the probability of good weather goes beyond 70%, then the decision should be Alaska. Similarly, if the probability of no strikes drops 11% to a value of around 59%, the decision should be to go to Alaska. Yes, we started with a 55% and a 70%. Rather than argue whether 55% is the correct number or the 70% is the correct number, we can plot the graph and see how far we could be wrong before the decision changes. In other words, arguing about the percentages at this early stage is futile. Hope you're convinced about the value of dzone maps. That's it for this video.